off the block. I'm Vane Lopes, and we are now joined by Sacred Heart University men's volleyball head coach Greg Walker after his team did what no other Sacred Heart team has ever done before in the program history, knock off Penn State. Coach, you beat them in 4 games tonight. How would you assess your team's performance in being able to get this big win?
Credit to Habs group. I know they've been struggling with their health, and with news go down this last week. We knew going into this weekend as we battle. Pat's was all the time, and I'll give a coach in the league. It's the EIBA is just right now. It's awesome. With brutal competition, and our guys going into the weekend, we knew going to St. Francis, Loretto. I think the thing that made it tough is the long road swings. We were fortunate enough to have our first 10 matches at home, and so we knew that we have a little bit of issues with our consistency here in the first weekend, but we were pretty. I guess we learned yesterday at St. Francis. We made 24 service errors off the back line, and that's the one thing we thought we've been really working on to be better at. Definitely saw that in the last 4 matches. But we walked away from the match knowing, hey, we led every statistical category. We took care of our side of the net as far as our offense, our defense, and then going to Penn State. It was we knew it was going to be a grind just because of a lot of different guys. We weren't sure who's going to be on the court, who's going to play. Then once the guys got settled down, they looked at it as a chance for redemption after last night. So it's really great, as a coach to see them get their groove, get the groove back. So it was nice.
And you look at how the match played out. You lose the opening game, you hit about 125 in that, and then you finish the match hitting 290, hit more than 300 for a good chunk of those final 3 games. What was the biggest difference offensively between that first game and the final 3?
Honestly, it came from our serve receive. I like to think we're a pretty strong, serve pass team, especially in our gym. And, reception-wise, I think it took a little bit for the passers to kind of calm down after the first set. We just passed every ball behind the attack line. We're keeping ourselves out of system. And I think the passers and, our libero Josh Eisenberg did an incredible job of talking to his pins and making it easier to pass more comfortably in the backcourt. And I think once it settled down, we were able to keep more balls on the net and keep more pressure on Penn State's blockers. I think that really helped us out, especially finishing the match.
Yeah, well, Coach, you bring up Eisenberg, and on the night, 22 digs. He's among the nation's leaders in digs. Can you just talk about his presence on the court and what he's been able to do to be so successful offensively and keep these rallies alive?
Yeah, Josh is just a phenomenal athlete. We always joke because every sport he did besides volleyball was always a contact sport. So he's just a ball of fire, and but I think his presence and I know talking to a couple of the Penn State guys after, was just getting irritated because it's like Josh was picking up a ton of digs that they were just hoping he wouldn't get. He keeps us going. He gives us opportunities and takes some great transitional swings, and he's just a great guy.
Yeah, and Coach, you look also at the box score now. You had 3 players with double-digit kills for you. Really seem to run a balanced offense. Has that been the mantra, do you feel, for your team this year? You're most successful when you're running balance and getting everyone involved?
Yeah, I think that's, we know teams, Chris DeLucy, he was one of our opposites last year, and, he is now on our outside, and he's just a freak athlete, and, we know teams are going to key in on him a little bit more, and he's definitely matured into that role, and, as far as our offense, I think we've done a lot of tweaking with our how we run the offense, and really working on truly training setters on, different, offensive patterns and, what happens when blockers, bite on certain things and, what we want to see throughout the matches. So it's been great. Like I said, the team itself is really honed in this year. They're just working on their ball IQ and just how to be more efficient. It's been great.
Yeah. And, I do want to ask because this is the first time that you guys have beaten Penn State. And I'm sure you came in the match, feeling that you had a great chance to win. But was there a moment in the match that you saw where maybe, that feeling of we can win turned into really more of a belief that this is going to happen?
I told my team, well, I actually didn't tell the team yet. I told my staff that we were, on our home court, the guys have had this, really good, comfortable vibe going, and we can sit there and you just feel that presence. And tonight, started the match a little rough. Even last night at St. Francis, just didn't have that feeling when I sit, on the sideline. And I think we got into the end of the second set, into the third, and I looked out and I felt really comfortable. I mean, it's one of those things. I think those guys, when I start seeing their confidence on the service line and reception, and taking big swings, you kind of, as a coach, you realize, hey, I think my team's kind of figuring out now, that they can take on Goliath, and I think that was a really good learning experience for sure.
Yeah, and going off that a little bit, how much or how beneficial do you feel that this win could be for your team, just mentally knowing that you're able to go into a place like Penn State and get a victory?
For us, again, I go back to Tyler Pavis said in the past, and I know Jay. This league is just, this is the most competitive it's ever been. And I think we just have phenomenal athletes in now. And, this win is huge for us because, it really does propel us, our confidence, because of the program. Penn State has truly been a Goliath for our program. And it's to overcome it, keep that focus, I think, is really good going into the next weekend here. Just because, we have two incredible conference opponents matches that, our guys have to, they have to refocus here. I told them enjoy the night. I was like, but, we're right back to square one. We're back to 0-0, tomorrow. So, our guys take that seriously, and so I'm excited to see what happens here next week.
All right, Coach, and final question, we'll let you go on this. Obviously, still a lot of volleyball left to be played, but about a third of the way through the season, you guys are 10-2, tied for first place right now in the EIVA. So do you think that your team has the capabilities to make the postseason this season, maybe even go on a little run in the EIVA tournament?
These guys, absolutely. I mean, I truly believe that this is it's a group of special guys. I was really fortunate that, Kalani and I shared the same thing of, just having great guys be part of your program and just great people. And so, just the amount of maturing these guys have done over the years. I do think that we are, the way we're running our system, and I think the things we're doing in the gym and the practice gym, these guys are, they definitely can taste it. They know it's there. And I would 100% say that, I look forward to this team continue to battle through this tough conference, and we 100% hope that we earn our position in playoffs for sure.